Hi everyone, I wanted to give you guys some tips and tricks to kind of help organize your tabs. I've been around. I know the start of the school year can get tough, and a lot of people will have a lot of tabs open trying to get organized and stuff like that. So I want to kind of help you organize those tabs, hopefully make your life a little bit easier. So I will chapter this, but the things I'm going to go over are group tabs, how to pin tabs, recently closed tabs, search tabs, and close all tabs to the right. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to group tabs. And this is a really, really neat one that you kind of have to search for. But if I click on a specific tab, so for example, my Gmail here, I can go up to the tab button here, and I can click on Group Tab, okay? And I'm just going to name this D214, right? So I'm going to name this District 214. So this is all my 214 stuff. So I'm going to drag in to this group all of my 214 stuff, right? Now, the reason why that's really helpful, because what I can do now to group these tabs is on my 214 stuff, and let's just say here is my, let's say, media stuff, right? So I can go here, I can group this, and I can say media, okay? Like YouTube, I got a Chicago Bears article open, right? So what I can do when I'm not using my 214 tabs, I can close that. So let's say I'm at lunch, I just want to look up some YouTube videos or something like that, I can do that. Or what I can do is I can come to YouTube here, the media stuff, and I can close that out, okay? And, did not group this one in there, right? Close that out, and then those two kind of disappear until I'm ready for them. So it's a really nice way to kind of organize those tabs and kind of keep those groups available. And you can see how if I close both of them and I want to search something else, it kind of cleans up this top screen. So again, if you're working, between, let's say, sports or a club and something else, it's a great, easy way to do that. And then to ungroup them if you want to, I can just right-click or control-click and ungroup, and those tabs will just come back open, right? So I'm going to do that right here. The second thing I'm going to show you is how to pin tabs. Sometimes we close out a tab, and it's something that I keep open all the time. So for example, my email I keep open all the time. If I control-click on this tab, it's going to say Pin Tab. And what that's going to do is that's going to pin the tab there. So now that tab will stay there. I can't close it out by accident. I can't accidentally hit the X and things like that. So I'm going to pin all my 214 stuff. So if I don't want to use the grouping feature, what I can do is I can pin tabs, which is a great one. So I go ahead and I pin tabs, and now these are all pinned right there, right? Really, really easy thing to do right there, okay? The next thing on my list is going to be recently closed tabs. We've all done this where we've closed a tab and didn't mean to. Then we got to go back, we got to search for it and find out where that is. This is a great feature that a lot of people don't know in Google Chrome, and I'm going to show you two ways to do this. So let's say I have stadium usage from the spring, right? And I'm looking at this and I accidentally close it, okay? What you can do is you can hit Shft+Command+T and it will open your recently closed tab. So if I go Shft+Command+T, my recently closed tab will reopen, which is a great, great feature to have, okay? So we've all done that. We closed out a tab, didn't mean to. Now we don't have to search for it. Shft+Command+T, okay? The next thing here is to search your tabs. If I'm a big tab person, I've got a ton of tabs up, sometimes you can't tell what is what. Instead of individually clicking through every tab to find out what is what, I can click on this little search bar here. This little search bar will open up all the tabs that I have open as well as my recently closed tabs, okay? So I could find a recently closed tab this way, and I could look at my current open tabs and go to the specific thing that I want. So again, another really, really helpful feature if you're a big tab person, okay? This is a great one. This is one of my favorites when I want to kind of clean everything up. I'll pin all the tabs, or I'll group all the tabs that I want. Either one works for you. And then to close all tabs to your right. So let's say I'm done with all this stuff. I'm not doing this stuff anymore today. I can click on my tab to the left here. And if I control-click that, you're going to see close all tabs to the right. And if I click on that, all these tabs are going to close, and that kind of cleans it up, and now I only have these open. So again, just a few tips and tricks as we kind of get going with the school year, and I know, again, people have a lot of tabs open. I do. I get guilty of that quite a bit. So if you need any help or have any questions, please reach out to me. Have a good day.